initiated by it has been initiated, and today Dr. Chinmaya Mahapatra is going to talk about to us and how we can start and what are the advantages of these AMCs in the college, and how that can help to the students who are at the doing the Form D and also pharmacology and pharmacy practice. That we will go ahead and listen from Dr. Chinmaya Mahapatra. And thank you for joining us today. And Harshini, go ahead and proceed.
Yeah, ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am. Moving on to our main speaker of the session, Dr. Chinmaya Mahapatra. He's a PV associate from IPC. He's a gold medal awardee in master degree and completed his PhD from Berhampur University. He's having 10 years of experience in the field of pharmaceuticals and pharmacovigilance. Since last year, he is leading the international peer-reviewed Journal of Pharmacovigilance and Drug Research as editor-in-chief and is also founder-president of the Global Pharmacovigilance Study. Over to Dr. Chinmaya sir for the session.
Thank you, Harshini, for this well addressed. And respected Dr. Sunita ma'am, thank you so much for organizing this event and providing me a platform to talk with all the principals across the India. It is before go, so I should share my slides. Okay. Myself, Dr. Chinmaya Mahapatra. Today I'm going to deliver a talk on how to what is AMC and how a pharmacy college can start a AMC and what will be their roles and everything. I will just try to explain. So the key points in today's session is what is AMC, then the role of AMC in pharmacovigilance, the benefits of having AMC at your institution, and how to enroll as AMC. So IT is run many programs like Pharmacovigilance Program of India for drugs, then Metro Vigilance Program of India for medical devices. The adverse events related to the medical devices, they can be recorded, you can access the risk and benefit. Then the Hemovigilance Program of India, where the blood and blood related products like any ADRs related to that kind of blood related products we can monitor. Okay. Then the last one is the adverse event following immunization. So any vaccine, any kind of vaccine, if a patient is taking and getting an adverse event, then we can track it and we can access its benefit and risk like that. Okay, so all the 4 programs are getting run by IPC. Now the word pharmacovigilance is as such, it is defined by WHO as pharmacovigilance is the science and activity related to detection, assessment, understanding, and prevention of adverse events or any other possible drug related problems. So it is totally deals with how to detect a ADR and how to assess it, means the causal assessment, like whether it is related to the drug or not related to the drug. Then the understanding of its pharmacological action, like ADME process and the other the pharmacodynamic process. Then the prevention means we have to protect the patient by from the reoccurrence of the adverse event, because we don't know, once after taking a particular drug the patient may get adverse event, but he should be noted, it means it should be noted down, then only we can protect them from the reoccurrence of the adverse event. So the now coming to the ADR monitoring center. So it is just a ADR monitoring center, means it is a single room space where 3 persons should be working, like coordinator, deputy coordinator, and a PV professional. Okay. So what are their roles? Like they have to collect the ADR reports from different areas, then they have to access the causality, then they have to send the report to IPC, Indian Pharmacopoeia Commission, in Indian scenario. So the ADR monitoring center can collect the data or ADR reports from patients, doctors, from nearby hospitals, from students and their relatives, and their pharmacists, then healthcare professionals, anywhere from whenever wherever they are getting some information that the patient has got some adverse event, then they have to report it. Okay. Then the coming to the second one, that is assessing the causality. So we have to find the causal relationship between ADR and suspected drug. There are many scales like WHO EMC scales, then other Naranjo scale. The other methods are also there. So we have to fix one method, then we have to calculate, we have to judge the causality. Then this last one is the how to send the report to the IPC. It is through the VGFlow software. Okay, so the why is just
Sorry,
similar
what was the
or
software?
like
What was the software they have to use to send?
hello?
Yeah.
VGFlow.
VGFlow. Okay. Okay. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So the word, the adverse event, AE, ADR, and side effects all are different. Like it as per the ICS-GCP E6 guidelines, the adverse event is the any untoward medical recurrence in subject or patient that does not necessarily have causal relationship. Means the adverse event occurred, but we don't know whether it is related to the drug or not. Okay, then in that case we can say it is adverse event. Okay, but ADR means there should be a causal relationship between the drug and the event. Okay, and the all the events should be noxious, unintended response to a medicinal product related to any dose. If it is not yet marketed, that is in under clinical trials. Okay, preclinical study or clinical trials. But if it comes to the market, then it should be with normal dose. We cannot take overdose, and we cannot say it as an adverse event or adverse drug reaction. Okay, it in a normal dose, if it occurs, then we can say it as a adverse drug reaction. Then the coming to the side effect, it is any unintended effect at normal dose, but that is related to the pharmacological effect of the drug. Means we know that the drug is going to produce acidity. Okay, but in that case we can say it as a side effect because it is their chemical property. We can't change that one. Okay, that type of things we can say it as a side effect. So any adverse event could be a serious one or a non-serious one. So when we can say it is a serious, when it meets 5 criteria, like when patient dies, then we can say it is a serious. Then if it is life-threatening, then we can say it is a serious. Then requires hospitalization, then we can say it as a serious. Okay, and any significant disability if occurs or any congenital abnormality, then if anything occurs in such kind of things, then we can say it is a serious adverse event. Otherwise it is a non-serious adverse event. Now coming to the adverse drug reaction, it could be expected or unexpected. Now coming to the expected means it should be mentioned in the leaflet of the product, leaflet of the pharmaceutical product, or it should be mentioned in the investigator brochure while doing the clinical trials. It should be there, investigational drug. So we know that yes, it is expected that this kind of adverse drug reaction can occur. But if when it is not mentioned or not labeled on the pharmaceutical product or any investigator brochure, then we can say it is an unexpected ADR. Now coming to the ADR monitoring centers in India, we have currently 346 AMCs throughout the India. It is government and private sector both we have. It is in hospitals, like only in hospitals or medical colleges it is there. But now IPC has started to tie up with pharmacy colleges to set up new AMCs. So why we are pharmacovigilance is required to protect patients from unnecessary harm and increasing the healthcare cost from the medicine. Then ADRs are a huge burden. Okay, insufficient evidence of the safety. Then for signal detection and risk minimization measures, and for early detection of new ADRs on patient subgroups of exceptional. Then sensitivity, like pediatric patients, geriatric patients, then pregnant women, then we have to, they are special kind of person. So we have to be careful while administering a drug to them. then promoting the rational use of medicines or medication adherence, then to support regulatory agencies in decision making process, and to boost public confidence. All these things what we are the concern for which we need pharmacovigilance. Now, for example, let's say a patient is taken, went to a doctor, and the patient, the physician prescribed a drug for gastritis. Okay, the patient came home and took the drug. After few hours, he got suffered from severe headache. Okay, uh, if the adverse event is a non-serious one, then on the next day morning, he will discuss with his neighbor and saying that I got this type of adverse event, and sometimes they will discuss with themselves. Okay, but if he gets a serious adverse event, then he will get admitted, he or she will get admitted into the hospital. But till now, it is not yet been recorded. Okay, unless and until they report it to the IPC or the National Pharmacovigilance Center, it won't be get recorded in any measure. Means we can't record that data. Okay, and the pharma companies, they will think that yes, our drug is fine and it is not producing any adverse event, but the patient is also getting the adverse event, but he is not reporting. But means he means it is just nullifying the things. Okay, so he or she should report it to the central agency like Indian Pharmacovigilance. He should report it. Otherwise, we can't record it, right? Now, for example, minor cases like some races occurs, some record, he gets vomiting or some headache or feels drowsiness after taking a drug. Then they think that yes, it is a common drug and it is a common thing. If we take the medicine for antipsychotic drug, then we can get drowsiness or something like that. They will think that yes, it is. We know that it will happen, but not like that. If we won't tell it to someone, then the quality won't be able to improve. The quality of the pharmaceutical product should get improved. That's why we should report the ADR to the AMC, nearby AMC, so that they can send the data to the IPC. Okay, Indian Pharmacopoeia Commission. This is a just chain process. Once we start these things, then everything will be fine. Now, for ADR reporting process, there are two forms. One is for healthcare professionals and the other one is for consumers, that is for patients. So for healthcare professionals, it is a red color form, and for consumers, it is a blue color form, which is also available in 10 regional languages, that is Hindi, Gujarati, Kannada, Bengali, Malayalam, Tamil, Telugu, Assamese, and Odia. So all the it is available in all the vernacular languages. So what? So in this, four things are required. Like what is the information on patient, or information about the adverse event, information about the drug, and the name of the reporter who is reporting the form. Okay. Then the other ways of reporting means the form is available on the internet in our IPC website, from where anyone can download it and fill it and send and submit it to the AMC, or else they can download the mobile application and they can report it directly to the IPC, and the toll-free number is also directly reported to IPC. Okay, but if that is the process of reporting, how to report ADR. Now everyone will ask where my reported information will go. So let's say someone has a healthcare professional or patient has reported a ADR to ADR monitoring center. Okay, from ADR monitoring center it reaches to National Coordination Center, and from National Coordination Center it will go to Uppsala Monitoring Center, that is WHO. Okay, or else it is also goes to the CDSCO, and where means when they will audit a pharmaceutical company, then they can show data to that company that yes, see, your products are showing this kind of adverse event, like that. They will show it to them, and they and gradually it will improve the quality of the pharmaceutical product. So this way. So by this way, means the quality of the drugs also will get improved. Now, what to report? Sometimes people are asking either we have to report the adverse event related to branded drug or generic drug, then we can say it is for all. You can report it for branded drug or generic drug, whatever it may be. Then someone is asking for either we'll report it for tablet or capsule or parenteral or dermatological products. Then we have to say it is for all products. Okay, there is no such criteria that you cannot report for this one, this one, this one, not like that. So anything it is there, you have to report. And apart from that, you have to report the adverse event related to the drug overdose, because it in VG-Flow there is a specific column, it is there in specific data entry portion is there, where you can mention it as a drug overdose or drug taken by patient if ADR occur in children. Okay, the drug taken by beyond the expiry date. Okay, medication error, then the drug misuse, then drug abuse or off-label use or anything it is there, you have to enter the data and you have to click on there which what kind of report it is. Okay, um, now coming to the benefits of having AMC at pharmacy colleges. Okay, so once your college will get recognized as AMC, you will set up a pharmacovigilance cell in your college itself. Okay, then you can get the access to VG-Flow. The first image it shows VG-Flow software. The second one it shows the data entry person inside the VG-Flow. So and after entering the data or after reporting so many reports for 6 month time or 1 year time or 2 year time, you can generate a lots of data, and after that you can access a particular drugs risk and benefit inside that. Okay, then the scientific publications. So the data whatever you generate, it will help you in the publications also. So it is a real data on time basis you have generated, so you can publish it as a article. The financial support also you will get from IPC. Okay, for organizing the events or meetings or telephone bill or any internet expenses or any official office stationery. So many kind of things you will get from official, I mean financial supports you will get from IPC. Now coming to the regulatory decision on drug safety. So once you will think of a signal, so if a signal gets generated and if it leads to a means the decision leads to take a decision, then the label of the pharmaceutical package could be changed, and many things, many means by this way we can improve the patient safety as well as the product safety, means drug safety. Okay, we can conduct a training to make the patient understand that before taking the drug he should go through the package inserts, because in India no one is reading the patient the product leaflet. So we should inform, we should create a awareness on this, and these are the things. And now the come to the Swiss cheese slice model. So the risk is there. Okay, risk is there with all kind of drug, but we have to communicate properly with the patient so that the risk can get minimized. Okay, the poor communication or lack of supervision or inadequate training to the patient how to take the drug, then inadequate technique means which how he should take the medication. If it is inhaler, then how to take the inhaler. So we have to train them. Then poor monitorization. So all these things will lead to a adverse event. We cannot say that only this due to the drug only the adverse event occur, but many things are in between the drug, the adverse event. Okay, so we have to minimize all these things to bring a to protect a patient from the adverse event. So how to enroll as AMC? So there is a form, the letter of intent. It is available in the website. So anyone can download it, and they can fill the form and send it to IPC, so that the process will get start, and later on few days your center will get recognized as AMC. Thereafter, you can start reporting the ADRs. Okay. So this is all from my side today. So if you have any queries, then I'm ready to answer it. Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah, that was a good information. Can you go back to the previous slide so some of them can note that one? Yeah, because they just, if they need it, they can note that one. Okay. And any questions from any principal?
Madam, good afternoon, madam.
Good afternoon.
Madam, I am Dr. Narayana from Raghavendra Institute of Pharmaceutical Education and Research.
Okay.
Actually, our college is MOU with the RDT Rural Development Trust Hospital.
Mhm.
Previously, we had reported nearby AMC centers. Very few number only we reported.
Okay.
But actually now in letter of intent, they are asking 1 year reports for nearby AMC center like that. Is this mandatory requirement, madam? For 1 year, we need to report.
No,
near.
Sir, it is
Yeah.
done. It is not mandatory. If
Yeah.
you have reported, then you can write it, or else you can leave it blank. Because
Sure.
many other colleges, they are not aware of this and they have not yet reported.
Yes, sir.
So you can leave it blank, and you can, but you have to send the letter of intent. Okay?
Sure, sure,
To
definitely.
start the
Thank you.
process.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, question is, sir.
Dr.
Yeah.
Mahapatra.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah.
Dr. Mahapatra, I am Ghanshyam Panigrai from Barampur. I already called you.
Yes, sir.
Hello. Actually, I want to know
Yes, sir.
that
Go ahead,
I am from the Royal College of Pharmacy, but my college is not having any affiliated to hospital. So how I will write it? Shall I leave all these things, all these columns which
Yes,
are
sir.
given in the
Yes, sir.
letter of intent?
Yes, sir. You can. Yes, sir. You can leave it blank because you have not yet affiliated, means you cannot enter the data, right? So you can leave it blank, but
Actually,
you can,
most of the
you can
in the
fill
letter of intent, most of the columns are like this: name of the hospital, name of the hospital affiliated.
Yes, sir.
So
Yes,
all
sir.
these
It
things
is for
we,
those. Yes, sir. It is for those who are
Yeah.
having, because it is a single format for all of the persons, right? So
Okay.
if someone is not having some information, they can leave it blank. Okay. No need to make
Okay.
it all. No need to fill all the required things. Okay. Whatever you
Okay.
have with you, you just fill it and send it to us. Later we will decide, means whether we can give the permission to run a AMC or not. That our higher authority will take the decision, sir. But
Okay.
most probably they will do, sir, because
Yeah,
Okay,
Mr. Dr.
Thank you.
Ghanshyam, I wanted to
Yes,
ask you a question. If you are not
Yes.
affiliated to any hospital or any clinic, how you are going to get the ADR? How you are going to report the ADR and where you are going to get that? Because there is no contact
yes,
with any
ma'am.
patients or anything, no? Because students, they will be giving where they will be collecting the information.
Okay, madam. That only I am asking. Actually pharmacy colleges are not having link with any link with the hospital. Then
No,
how
no, all
will
pharmacies, all pharmacy colleges, they have a MOU with one or
yes,
other
ma'am. The
colleges.
college which
Oh,
are
the
having
B-
PharmD courses. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah,
The college which
B.Pharmacy.
are having PharmD
Yeah, let me
college
finish.
are having the hospital, but B pharmacy and diploma pharmacy, they are not having
Can-
the affiliated
yeah,
to
can-
any hospital.
Yeah, can I ask you something? So are you able to get a contact with any close by hospitals and ask your students to visit them at least one or twice within 15 days and get some information? That information you can collect and put it. You can go to the any closest hospital and B.Pharmacy students you can take there. Okay.
Okay.
And let them expose
Okay.
and
Okay.
talk to the
It may be
doc.
a private hospital also, ma'am.
yes,
Yeah,
yes,
any
private
private or
hospital also you
government
can.
or anything. Okay, that is always a
Okay.
different exposure to the students, and you will be the students will be knowing what is ADR and how you can report. Does not matter whether they are B Form or Form D, but Form Ds already they have it. but B Farm also you can initiate. Okay.
Can I
Okay, ma'am.
add something?
Sir, yeah. Ajit sir want to ask the question. Can we?
Madam, can I add whatever you are right now you're discussing that matter? Even though hospital, even the good practitioner in rural area, there are certain MBBS or maybe any other pathies, good practitioner. If he is maintaining that record or he is observing and maintaining something, still the student can go sit over there and during that practice time and observe what is going on. So
Yes.
that will be also suffice the things, and you will get the, because in India we are not observing the things certain, but there are certain practitioners, they are observing and maintaining as per their knowledge, they are practicing. So
Yes,
even though even the general practitioner, if he is very good hand, you can go and collect the information from his clinicals. That
Yes.
was my addition.
That's true. That's true. Yeah, what your suggestion is correct, because
Thank you.
that is we are lacking. We never interact with any doctor. We never interact and talk to the any medical shop owner or anything. And whenever we get even a prescription, we don't even see what is the medication inside, what is the generic name, how many milligrams, and that nobody is interested to see them. So, but by doing this, yes, at least they will study what it is on the strip or on the medication or whatever they're inside. That exposure will come to the student. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
sir.
Thank you.
Ajay sir.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Ajay,
Madam, the PCI syllabus is now indicating for hospital pharmacy and community pharmacists. Community pharmacy as a subject. So herein, we are
yes.
seeing that about 9%, the intensity of signal detection is being increased by the roles of pharmacists. So with the PCI inclusion of syllabus, there is definitely, as Dr. Chinmaya Mahapatra said, that we can increase the signal intensity through consumer form.
Yes. Yes.
And secondly, the issue is that we are associated with OSC Hospital Research Center, wherein recently we have been granted AMC.
Oh, good, sir.
Yeah.
Congratulations, sir.
Mhm.
Now that because we have B-Farm programs, and
Yeah.
hospital has got very limited use to accommodate so many graduates of so many students undergoing B-Farm. So in that case, if we apply as a pharmacy college for AMC Center, Dr. Chinmaya, can we get it for pharmacy college exclusively?
Yes,
So
sir.
there should not be any hindrance in giving.
Yes, sir. You will get, sir.
Because IPC may say that you already are attached to the hospital and you may not get it.
No, now you can have your own AMC setup, sir.
Yeah, thank
Earlier
you.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Because that may support for about 200 students or so
Yeah, yes, sir.
in the consumer reporting form signal detections. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
So any other questions from any principal or principal representative?
Madam, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
How are you, madam?
Doing
Yes.
fine, thank you.
Okay, ma'am. Nice initiative. I just wanted to ask Mr. Mahapatra that what are the basic requirements for the college to start with?
Sir, your college should have a specific room. Okay. One computer, one
Okay.
printer or scanner. Both is required, sir. Printer and scanner. And that's it, sir. And internet connection should be there.
Okay.
That's it. And one telephone if you have. It is
All
good.
basic requirements.
Basic requirement, sir. Minimum
Nothing
requirement. No, nothing special.
Okay, okay. So what happens? Madam, one sec.
No, sir has said, excuse me, sir has said three people are required. Three people
Yes,
are
sir.
required. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So 3 people, that is coordinator, deputy coordinator, and PV professional.
Professional. Yes,
I mean,
sir.
they are not going to work all day. You can assign
No,
them.
madam,
I
the
mean,
PV professional should be trained,
yeah.
should have adequate exposure for quality
Yes, sir.
reporting.
Yes, sir. IPC will
Yeah.
provide that one, sir. IPC
Yeah, that's
will provide that one. No,
So pharmacy practice department can look after that. We can assign one practice colleague.
yes, sir. If you are assigning also, then they will get trained from IPC. No issues with that.
See, talking about the practical,
Practical training they will get, sir.
Hello.
Hands-on training. Yes, sir. They
Yes,
will get the
actually,
yes,
practical
sir.
training.
Yeah, Chinmay, what
I
I'm
want-
asking or what I'm saying
Yes, sir,
is,
she was there, but I think disconnected now.
hello.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you are there. You are there. Go ahead. One person at a time. So
Yes,
we can.
sir.
Yeah.
Actually, she
Second,
was
one
there,
second.
but I think a link was. I just contacted.
I think you're able to
I don't
hear.
know who is that, but it's a. Yeah, Venkateshwar Reddy garu. Go ahead.
Madam.
What is the question?
Yeah, actually, what is happening?
Yeah.
Most of the adverse reactions are hidden.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Yeah.
So, what is happening is now suppose our students are, are observing some adverse reactions. The adverse reaction may occur not only because of the drug itself, or it may occur, as Madam mentioned, it may be because of errors.
Yeah.
If any clinician is involved in that error, that legal issues may come. So usually, I think that is one of the reasons for not exposing or not reporting. What do you say
Sir,
about this?
Sir, there is no legal action could be taken from to anyone, sir. Whoever, whether he is a physician or a patient or as a reporter, there is no legal action could be taken on them, because all the data, whatever the person will collect, it will be confidential and it will come to IPC directly, sir. No need to
Okay.
share it with any media people or any friends or any friend circle. No need to share it with anyone, sir. If you have
Okay.
collected something, then you have to report it to IPC. So it is
all.
confidential, sir. Even
No,
yes, sir. And no one
We
is
are-
going to be get punished, or no any legal action will be taken on any one of them. But the uh, drugs adverse events should be reported and it should be recorded. Otherwise, we can't improve the quality of the product, sir, later on. It will
yes,
go on like that.
I understand the
Yes, sir.
importance of vigilance and all. But the thing is, if the adverse event is because of some error of some physician use, for example, say,
Yes, sir.
so that may lead to some action against them. That is what is limiting this, I think.
No,
No, sir.
Venkateshwar Reddy garu.
Earlier they were afraid of that, sir, but now we are having 346 centers in India, sir. So all of them are aware of it, sir. So there is no such kind of things, and no one is afraid of that type of things, sir, now.
So
it is,
simply if we observe something, we can report. That's all, right?
yes, sir. You can report. It is confidential, sir. Means who is
Okay.
means nothing will go outside, sir.
Okay, right. Thank you so much. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. Dr. Jyoti, you want to speak something? Go ahead.
I have one question. Like we will use software for the ADR reporting, ma'am. Like whatever ADR we are collecting, we have to use some software for submitting it to the
Yes.
Yeah, that
The
he is telling
Vigiflow
Vigiflow.
software.
Go ahead.
Yes.
Yeah, it's there in Uppsala Monitoring Center. I think I have seen that
Yes.
software. So we have
Yes.
to report there. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay.
Good afternoon. Can you hear me? I'm Dr. Geeta from Acharya B.M. Reddy College of Pharmacy.
Yes,
can I
yes,
talk
ma'am.
now?
Go ahead. Yes, yes, ma'am. Go ahead.
Yes. When we want to establish this AMC in our center, is it a must that we should have this Vigiflow software?
No,
And if so,
we will give you the access for that. One ID and password we will give.
okay. And any financial requirement for that?
No, no financial
Vigiflow.
requirement. You will get it on free access. You will get, because IPC
Okay.
is paying for
And
that.
will we be trained to use that software?
Yes. You will get a hands-on training on that. All the coordinator, deputy coordinator, and the person who is going to report it. So all of you three will get trained from IPC.
So what are all the facilities which IPC will be offering us if we establish an AMC in our college?
I have already explained it through my slides.
No, that is from our side. We have all this infrastructure and all that. Other than that, IPC, in what way they will help us in going through this program in our college? See, infrastructure wise, college, we will have our computers, printers and all those things. And
You
you
just-
said we will get access also.
Yes,
So
ma'am,
will
you have
they
to-
give us any training extra,
Yes,
like
yes,
how
madam.
to go about this AMC program if we establish in our college?
Yes, ma'am. You have to fill the letter of intent form and send it to us. Once we acknowledge your center as a AMC, then everything will get started and you will get trained. Then you will get the ID and password, and then thereafter you can start reporting.
Okay, thank you.
To add on, sir, to add on,
Yes, sir.
the IPC conducts every 2-3 months this program,
Okay.
program and all this training programs.
Okay.
And we can depute the staff, they'll provide accommodation, nominal fees will be taken about 5,000 and so. By this way, I have sent about 2-3 staff members at different places throughout India. It will be of 1 week to 14 days program.
Okay, sir.
And the PV professionals, which by that I do call them, because with their support,
Yeah, we can have some
He is getting in.
pharmacovigilance from industry and all. Yes, we can do that.
This is what I want to tell to all of our colleagues, that we can depute our staff for these programs a week or 14 days with good exposures and with all aspects, so that there will be no, as Dr. Reddy said, that there will be no differences with the clinicians also, because the persons who are trained, they know the things to do.
Yes, yes, sir.
That step we all principals can take for quality reporting and intensity of signals detection and all this. Thank you.
Yeah, I will talk to Chinmaya Mahapatra and we'll decide, sir. We will have a meeting and we'll decide, like, at least maybe not a 14 days, but 3 to 4 days we'll start. Later on, we can do the training and all those. We can do that. Yeah. Okay. Any other questions from any other principal?
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon.
I am Dr. Nassif from Maulana College of Pharmacy, Kerala. Let me ask one question. That is letter of intent we are supposed to mail into the pvpi.ipc, isn't it?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, we are just filling the application. Now only I am getting the letter of intent from the Google. And that form we are filling and submitting to you. That's it. We have
Yes.
our own hospital, our own 500 bed hospital we have.
Okay.
We will try to start this one.
Sure,
Thank you
sir.
for your.
Yeah, that's good. That's a good initiative, and all the best.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Any other questions? Any other questions from any principal? Our principal representative. does
Madam,
not
one more
matter.
question. Madam, one more question.
Yeah, Geeta.
If we are, if
Go ahead.
our college is affiliated to a hospital, and can we
Yeah.
do this AMC program independent of that hospital, or should
Yes.
we do it in collaboration with them?
No, it is
Yes,
independent.
it is independent. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Okay. Looks like any other questions from anyone, or we are done?
Good, ma'am. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. No
Nice
problem.
information.
Okay. Karthik, you want to take over?
Yeah, ma'am. So thanks, ma'am, for getting all these participants together and organizing this. So all of you know the importance.
Yeah, we'll start
Yes.
anything with a small, then only it will
Yes,
go
yes.
big. So
Yeah, because
alright.
in
Yeah.
other countries, 10% of hospital admissions are due to ADR. But unfortunately, here we don't realize why the patients are getting admitted and start treating that condition and not resolving the ADR. And now, anyways, all our pharmacy institutes got this opportunity to start a AMC. So we'll be happy to guide and support you. So, ma'am, I will connect Dr. Chinmaya, and all of you can, when you apply, you can CC him so that he can also track and make
Hmm.
sure it gets processed quickly.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
that's process quickly, and at least we can monitor what you are doing, or we can learn from you also what is happening and all those. Okay.
Madam,
Not one-
Madam, one suggestion. Whatever today's people have joined this program, You keep all
Yes.
these email IDs and update there, whatever the program is there, because this is very important initial, and all active members is there.
Yeah.
Sometimes what happens, the candidate is attending the program, but because of some problem in his college or that year, he may not start that. But at least he will get the training, and awareness is very important. So that is the
Yes.
reason whatever the people have joined, they should be in your that ADR group, or somewhat you start something and do something awareness program or training program for them. That was my
sure.
suggestion. Yeah.
Yeah,
Thank you.
sure. We'll think about that. Okay.
Yes.
When
Thank
I
you so
was when I shared this one about the webinar and all, some of the people, they have messaged me. This is a good initiative. It must be there like that. I got a lot of messages. That's a starting. Anything we have to start. Then only slowly it will go up. Okay.
I'm from Bombay, madam, Indian Pharmaceutical Association, Maharashtra State Branch. I'm a vice president, Dr. Anand Chedge. We are
Nice.
conducting pharmacovigilance program in Bombay College of Pharmacy for the
Okay.
pharmacists and students. Different batches we are running, including community pharmacists. About the awareness.
That's nice. That's a nice thing
Okay.
to know. Yes.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Okay, Karthik.
Yeah, we can end the meeting now. So thanks everybody
Yeah,
for joining.
Dr. Sunita, madam, please share the contact details of Chinmaya Mahapatra so that.
Yeah,
Sure,
sure.
sure.
I think
Yeah,
he already shared the email, but
contact.
Dr. Chinmaya, can you share the last slide so they can
Yes.
have the
Contact details.
yeah. He shared it, but it's okay. He will share again.
Yes, ma'am.
And the last slide you have the email and
First slide. First slide.
or you can even put in chat box also.
Copy paste.
this is Dr. Chinmaya's email. Dr. Chinmaya 212@gmail.com. Somebody is doing the work, I think. Yes.
This is also types of ADR, sound area.
Yeah, it looks like somebody is working on something and background.
Adverse effect.
Hmm. Okay, then. So can we close the webinar? Can we close the link?
Yes,
Sure,
yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Thank you so
Okay.
much, ma'am.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for taking your time and giving information to the colleges. That's good. Okay.
Thank you.
We'll follow up and we'll do something. Okay. We will at least take care of starting with some colleges, then we'll expand to the all colleges.
Sure.
Okay. In the
Sure,
state.
ma'am.
Yeah.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thanks. Bye all.
Bye.
ಎಷ್ಟು 500 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಬಂದಂತ